Hey everybody, so better late than never. I am finally doing some of the story content that has come out between expansion 6.0 Onslaught and expansion 7.0, which just came out, Legacy of the Sith. So it's been a while since I've done any story content, a little over 2 years. And the last one I did was the little preview mission where you meet Scourge and Kira, and they tell you that there seems to be some kind of dark side virus coming from the Emperor's corpse, and Satil Shan seems to have it as well as her followers, and they put them on a freighter to keep them quarantined for the time being. That was actually very apt timing for a mission, it turns out, since that was just before COVID started. But yeah, the task at hand came out shortly afterwards in patch 6.1, and that's what we're going to do today. Are you sure you are ready? Yes, I am. I also have my XP armor on, and I'll pop an XP boost in a bit, and hopefully start making my way towards level 80 so I can begin raiding again. Get that out of the way for you guys. Oh, ooh, this is interesting. Where am I here? This is a really cool area. Alright, before I do anything else though, let's pop one of these. I hate the new inventory menu. The rest of it looks pretty cool, but the inventory is just a total eyesore, and I really hope they revert that or change that. I'm gonna grab whatever. And okay, more XP is always nice. Sweet. Alright, I saved those from last time. Get a bit of a head start there. I feel like I'm in like that planet in Infinity War with the Red Skull. Spooky. The path you walk has led you here, to a moment that could change the course of your destiny. This echo, this reflection of how you have grown, will guide you through this vision. Throughout your journey, you have cultivated a deeper understanding of the secrets of the Force. That was fast. What additional set of skills do you wish to learn? Oh, I feel like... Did I hit the wrong quest here? I don't think I did. Um, but we'll see. Uh, we'll choose Shadow for now, but I think I'm going to really stick with Sage. Jedi Shadows are master of stealth, shrouding themselves with the Force before executing opportune strikes with their double-bladed lightsaber. Striking a balance between melee combat and Force techniques, Jedi Shadows defend themselves and their allies as easily they vanquish their foes. Do you wish to add Knowledge of the Shadow? Sure. The consequences of the decision are permanent. Embracing the Jedi Shadow skills as your secondary combat style cannot be undone. Are you sure you wish to proceed? The permanent thing is not what I expected. I thought you could always change that if you wanted to be a sage and sorcerer, for example. But based on my character, who is a light side Jedi, let me just go back and see what the options are real quick. And so I could be a guardian or sentinel too. Um, in all honesty, I'll probably continue to play Aravel as a sage and use other characters for these other styles, just to keep things kind of simple and give me a reason to use those characters. Um, but yeah, I don't really know if it is permanent, but just in case, I think Shadow is a good choice regardless. Alright, we already saw this text, so I'm going to fast forward through this. And yes. The consequences, I already read that. Okay. I am sure I wish to proceed, yes. Alright. The die has been cast, your time at this crossroad comes to an end. now that you have chosen the way forward. Like so many decisions before, your choices here are markers along your path, but your journey is far from over. Okay, so I feel like that actually was the quest for 7.0 um, to get your second combat style, because clearly that was not something they added in 6.1. So maybe I clicked the wrong quest, or maybe they just force you to do that quest before you can do any story content. I'm not sure. Alright, yes, that was actually training in the Force. But what I wanted to do, where's my quest log here, was the task at hand. Alright, so a little bit of a detour there. Lots of XP, which I'm happy to see. In the aftermath of the Meridian Complex assault, leaders of the Republic have formed Task Force Nova, an initiative designed to rebuild the shattered Jedi Order and gain the upper hand over the Sith Empire. As the Alliance commander, you've been invited to lend your expertise as a leader of the task force. Return to Alliance operations on Odessen for a status update. Alright, so we're back with the war between the Jedi and Sith, which I appreciate. That should be a lot of fun. Alright, and now as promised, the task at hand. This was part of the Pinnacles of Power 6.1 update. Good old Odessen. See some friends we haven't seen in quite some time. And I'm sure some new faces as well. Somebody's in a rush.
Looks like your guests from Task Force Nova are finally here, and they picked up a stray. Patching you through now.
Master Jedi.
General Daerun, is everything all right?
I apologize for the delay in our arrival. We happened across pirates attacking a refugee ship from the Mid-Rim. Shameful. Fortunately, we intervened in time. Tau and Ard are still chasing down the pirates, but the refugees are in dire need of medical supplies and other essentials. Our ships will touch down momentarily. See you shortly.
Interesting. Wonder who's behind these pirates. I assume it's not just like normal mundane piracy. Also, apologies for no music, but I tend to get copyright strikes and things if I leave the music on. Alright, so greet the general, who seems to be over this way. I do still have force speed, which is nice. I like my force speed. And of course we have rocket boots too, if we need those. To the war room. You can't fight in there. There's the Alliance banner. Might be switching them to Republic banners soon. Apologies for walking on the table, but when you're the commander, that's one of the perks. You're allowed to walk on the tables. Alright, almost there. Here's the general.
This is well within our triage capacity, General. We'll have them all treated and ready to travel immediately.
Wonderful. Thank you, Captain. Such carnage. We tend to focus so much on the Sith that we forget the galaxy is full of other dangers.
Which pirates were responsible for the attack?
We believe they were Dire Skulls, but we'll learn more once Tau and Arn capture them.
There are quite a few supplies to distribute. Perhaps we could lend a hand before we get to our other purpose here.
Master Nostoral's voice always brings me back to those videos that they released pre-game. More than 10 years ago now. Yeah, that brings me back. Alright, sure.
Of course. Let's do whatever we can.
I can't think of a more worthy start for Task Force Nova. Shall we?
Alright, recover supplies and distribute them to the refugees. So, there's refugees, but okay, there's the supplies. Well, this seems like a very straightforward quest. Almost like pointlessly straightforward. I wonder if there's going to be something a little bit interesting happening, or if this is really all there is to it. Hopefully something a little bit interesting, because otherwise this is a pretty simple quest. Alright. Hello, refugee. Would you like some supplies?
We've been on the move since Corellia. I don't remember the last time we felt safe.
Oh.
Thank you.
Hopefully you guys can feel safe here.
My husband. He'd be dead if not for you.
Happy to help.
SWTOR. Did I get it right? My cousin worked at the Senate Tower on Coruscant. He told me stories about you. I can't thank you enough, really.
Oh, you're very welcome. Hopefully you guys can hear that. They're a little bit quiet. Okay, you guys... Oh, interesting armor. Have that on some of my characters. Let's find some more refugees. Oh, that's Kaizenfest, not a refugee.
Thank you so much.
And these are, of course, the general. Alright, those guys are not refugees either. Somebody else here has to be clickable, not you. You're a worker and you're a merchant. How about you? You're a refugee.
The Alliance Commander! You saved the galaxy. Saved by a celebrity. My brother will never believe this.
No time for autographs. Also, the text is a little bit here. It says the whole galaxy there. Alright, mission accomplished. I'm sure there will be a little more to it than that.
I think we've taken care of everyone. Where should we speak about task force business?
Right this way.
To the conference room we go. Did seem a little bit like a filler quest there. I'm not sure what the deal was. Maybe they just want to start you off with something nice and easy. Hey, Lana. Hope you're doing well. Long time no see. And of course it's already... it's all the way over at the other side of the base. Hello, random people. I did decide to run balance for this since it's a pretty good DPS spec and has some good AoE potential and should make quick work of any enemies that we're likely to face. Definitely will be faster than if I stayed Seer, which is kind of my normal spec these days. At least on this character.
Our victory on Corellia still has the Empire reeling. Our forces have made significant gains in the Atravis, Bormia, and Anoat sectors. Morale is higher than ever. Our task force will be staged for success right from the beginning.
That's great to hear. What's our first step?
We still have a few logistical matters to settle before we can begin in earnest. Aside from the occasional pirate, supply and communication lines between Odessan and Republic Command appear to be secure. We have a full deployment of troops ready to station on Odessan, along with patrol ships and transports. They'll be at your command for task force objectives.
Word of the victory on Corellia has spread, and a number of Jedi in hiding have returned to the fold. Even still, our numbers are perilously thin. But there are a number of Jedi still on Tython, serving largely in archival and research capacities. Many of them have not seen combat in more than a decade. But they are still Jedi, and it is the duty of all Jedi to defend the Republic.
Interesting choice here. Well, archivists are definitely important, and researchers as well. But it sounds like Master Nostorel is leaning towards using them in combat, and if the Sith and the Empire are on the rise again, I think he's probably right. It's unfortunate we don't have enough Jedi to do both tasks, but let's put them to work while the war is here.
If they've been on Tython all this time, then they should be well rested and centered in the Force. Ideal to rejoin the conflict.
Perhaps so.
I believe that covers our most pressing issues.
Any word on Darth Malgus? I haven't heard anything since Corellia.
None, which is very strange. He should have returned to the front lines by now, even if his wounds were severe. I only hope we can determine his next move before he strikes again.
Well, I'm pretty sure he survived, so this will be interesting.
Aaron, what's wrong?
It's him. Malgus.
Malgus. What do you mean? What about him?
He's almost here. I can sense him. He's coming to Dantooine.
Then let's be ready.
So I don't remember those folks. Not sure I'm supposed to know who they are or not. Hey, 1,000,000 XP. I will certainly take that. Let me just double check that I have all my gear on here. Yes. Get some 50% more from that, and I believe 100% more from the major XP boost. If I recall correctly. Oh, 25%. Oh, because it's complementary. Oh, I should have used one of the real ones. And I can't combine it, so I don't know if I can override it or not. But it's only an hour, so we'll keep it going. Also, it looks like it's affected by alacrity, which is kind of weird. You think it wouldn't be? And we have some Task Force Nova banners. Cool, cool. Alright, so we're not quite level 76 yet, but we're off to a decent start. And signal from noise is the next mission. So that was actually a super short quest. I'm glad there's another one coming up right away. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you then.